Sergeant and the CO. They'll play some music. Everybody will be standing, so you might want to get around during the last music.
And can I move her?
You're six. Yeah, I need a picture of this too. The best is the red one.
And mission plan. Like, I'm talking real high piece of paper. Almost look like the Constitution type paper.
Oh, the kids. Oh, we got a professional one though. Okay. I'll forward it. I know. Can you just hold it? I didn't sleep her line. I got her line.
Give it to James. I know a large part of his success is due to James's family, and we're obviously grateful for all of you. Gunnery Sergeant Taylor joined the Marine Corps in 1999, where he began his career serving alongside soldiers of the Purple Fox Squadron. Being a Purple Fox is why his girlfriend, who is now his wife, Juana Taylor, nabbed him. But that's a story for another day, and that was in 2000. 10 years later, after serving in HMM 774, Gunnery Sergeant Taylor was relocated to Miramar, where he promptly began his search for housing in Temecula, California. That's when we were introduced through military relocation, and it is in the spring of 2009 that James and I became friends. The market was hot for sellers, and it was very difficult to get offers accepted. And the first day we toured homes, we wrote 5 offers, and we got 3 accepted. Well, that was very unusual at that time, but God had a different plan. James said, you know what? I think we're going to keep looking. I said, okay, let's do this. 42 offers later, 6 months later, God had something else in mind, where we became friends in that process. We got to know each other, I got to know his family, and I got to know James' heart during that time. His boys were 8 and 6 years old when we met, and I've had the privilege of watching these boys grow into intelligent, hardworking, honorable, and godly men. I've seen how James and Juana have placed God first in all of their decisions over the last 9 years. They've led people, they've served people, they've been good friends and honorable to one another. Their youngest son, Elijah, he just finished the instructor's course for Krav Maga, and their eldest, as a junior in high school, James IV successfully served as drum captain for the marching band at Great Oak High School, beating out seniors last year for this position of leadership, which did not make those seniors very happy. Now, the best part of that story is in the spring, those same seniors who were not happy about his son taking that position and that role in leadership as a junior actually came up to him in that spring and said, "I can see why you were selected to lead us this year," which is a huge, huge compliment. James and Juana have done an amazing job of raising their sons and loving each other in the midst of deployments and in service to our country. In 2009, Gunnery Sergeant Taylor served alongside the White Knights, where he served 180 Marines and sailors. He served as flight line NCO for the first 7 months before he was promoted to staff sergeant on the USS Pillaloo. From there, he transitioned from CH-46s to MV-22s, essentially for the frogs to the ospreys. This occurred in 2011, and there he was promoted to gunnery sergeant, serving as a maintenance controller and QA chief. In 2010, James was deployed to several countries, including Pakistan, in order to deliver humanitarian aid to the people of Pakistan. In December, he returned home. And in 2013, after much education, was deployed to Afghanistan. He then did 2 tours of duty to Kuwait with special purpose MAGTF from 2015 to 2017. In 2018, James was then charged with assisting in the creation of a new squadron, VMM 362. Part of the stand-up process, reactivating the Ugly Angels and becoming an MV-22 squadron. And now, James is retiring. Now James is entering into the next phase of his life in leadership and in service. To take the position and going.
Now taking his position in the reviewing area is the commanding officer of Marine Medium Tow Rotor Squadron 362, Lieutenant Colonel Matthew T. McSorley, and Sergeant Major John Paul Doring.
Ready to be retired. And out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. United States Marine Corps, Gunnery Sergeant James E. Taylor III was transferred this day to the U.S. Dear Gunnery Sergeant Taylor, the Marine Corps has been your occupation and family for many years past, and I am certain that memories, interests, and future of the Corps will remain with you forever. Many desire to attain your accomplished goals, but few can compare to you. You have clearly demonstrated the exceptional leadership qualities and professional contributions we seek of our senior Marines. We are proud, as you must be, of your successful career. As a teacher to young Marines, a source of wise counsel, and as an example of those soldierly virtues we so admire. Possible your husband's lasting contribution to the Corps in this command. We fully realize that your support and understanding was not provided without hardship and sacrifice during your husband's tours of duty. Given this 25th day of September 2018, signed Matthew T. McSorley, Lieutenant Colonel, United States Marine Corps, Commanding Officer.
Just witnessed the Blue Angel come in with a puff of smoke. Personally, and on behalf of VMM 362 and all of the other squadrons and Marines that Gunnery Sergeant Taylor has ever served with, thank you for being here to celebrate his career and service as a United States Marine for the past 20 years. First and foremost, to your family, Juana, Elijah, and James, and certainly to your extended family. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to look at you guys now. You know, it's not lost on anybody the amount of sacrifice that it takes as a family in order for that individual to be successful. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving him all the love and support throughout his life and his career. In order for him to be here with us on a daily basis, in order for us to support the machine that is the Marine Corps and all of the deployments that he's been on, the units that he's had a hand in making successful. Gunny Taylor, I'm humbled to be here as your retiring officer. I never forecasted or thought about the fact that, I was ever going to be a retirement officer age, if there is such a thing. And that some of the handful of conversations that we have had in, comparing our parallel careers, the one thing that I can say, and our birthdays are only like 60 days apart. What I can say is you're getting old. But from a reflection standpoint, all of a sudden it becomes very clear how fast 20 years can go. So in the context of our generation, whether it was the 5th, 6th, 7th grade, our context for service or going to combat, going to war was Desert Storm, Desert Shield, which was, in comparison to what we've lived, was a very short duration. And so 17 of your 20 years, the nation has been at war, and 17 plus and going. 6 times you deployed in the service of our nation. And so 6 years in that 17-year time span, quick street math is like 2.5 years on average. Yeah, but the Marine Corps isn't as structured or as streamlined or predictable. And so depending on when you are or are not in the fleet, some of those deployments are stacked up tight to each other. And every one of those deployments, came with it multiple DFTs, cross countries, detachments, and deployment certifications that on top of those 6 deployments, which is, very easily over 3.5 years, all the time and energy it's spent for you to spend away from your family with your broader family. And this is an epic crowd here today, on top of all of the other stuff in between. And then the professionalism and the dedication it took to, continue to achieve qualifications, designations, the commitment that you made to each and individual unit that you were with. But, there wasn't any end in sight, and certainly, years ago it became very clear that our operational tempo was not going to slow down. And you had multiple opportunities at which time to off-ramp and separate ways with the Marine Corps. And at any given time, had you made that decision, you would have done so with the utmost honor and respect of the accomplishments that you had made. At some point, after you satisfied the youthful curiosity of that wartime experience, and having your own adventures and your own stories to tell, you continue to dedicate your life to the rest of us, and go through the hard work and toil that it takes in order to achieve those positions of leadership and to have your hand and lasting mark on all the squadrons that you've been involved in. So Gunny Taylor, I thank you for your service. So that's a phrase that we hear oftentimes, and depending on who you hear it from and where it's said or spoken, we surround ourselves with like people, right? And so we're hard on each other, and we have an elevated set of expectations and standards, and very easily it can be lost amongst each other that we compare ourselves to how awesome we really are and how epic our lives are. The 6 deployments, be it 2 to Iraq, 2 special mag TAFs, a MU, and a deployment to Afghanistan, that you've been around the world and you've seen things, participated in things, and the broader family and relationships that you have bonded with and fostered are going to be with you forever. We have, I would say parallel careers, and that, multiple times we have been in the same spot, and it isn't only until now in 2018 that we had the opportunity to be in the same unit. We know a lot of the same people, and we've crossed paths with folks to where, even though you and I haven't been together long, I feel like we have In 2005 in Iraq, we were in sister squadron sharing flight time and airspace. And then roughly 2006 to 8, when you were up in Norfolk, flying 46s in and out of there, getting awesome support. And then our units actually replacing each other in Afghanistan as late as 2013. But those 6 deployments, be it from 1999, being here before the war started, being with the Purple Foxes, at the tip of the spear in 2003, and then your most recent combat deployment, that I was there in 2013 in Afghanistan, but then the subsequent special MAGTFs still going forward and doing the work of our nation. With that, I can say that, I can happily and proudly give you a high five, a hug, and a beer, be able to carry on those conversations and the legacy of our generation. Firstly, thank you for everything that you've done, helping VMM 362 get on their feet. And it's fitting that the backdrop that we have here with VMM 165, being a white knight for all those years in the HMM 46 world, and then transferring that squadron, and then taking that leadership and expertise down the line and helping us as you're on your way out the door. You've had a career of adventure, opportunity, and success. And as a true combat veteran of the Iraq-Afghanistan generation, you can certainly walk out of here 6 times putting yourself in the breach to deploy. You are an American hero. And with that, I'll give you Gunnery Sergeant Taylor.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I think this is gonna be tough. First up, I just want to say, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Lieutenant Colonel McSorley, Sergeant Major, thank you. Lieutenant Colonel Kershaw, Meisel, thank you so much. Lieutenant Colonel Grant, our Master Guns, thank you so much. All my extended White Knight family, Ugly Angels, there's Purple Boxes back there. Scooby, I love you, brother. Thank you for being here for me. 774 is getting represented here today. And of course, my amazing family. I didn't realize how many people were here when I stood up, so that's awesome. There's been so many champions in my life that made me who I am today. A very close friend of mine, Jason Bedell, told me, you gotta stop giving people credit. You're the one making it happen. And I love Jason for doing that. For staying back on Friday nights and maintenance control with me when I felt like I was the only Marine left in the hangar. He was that guy that would show up and sit down and watch me stuff maps and encourage me and catapult me into the future. JB, I love you, bro. But I gotta give it up to everybody that's out here, man. All right? Scooby, Mike Reynolds, he created the foundation that allowed me to be me. He brought me in to the work center, treated me like family, showed me how to work hard, play hard, have fun doing it, and most of all, ensure that I'm taking care of every single Marine that's around me. Thank you, Scooby. I love you, bro. Appreciate you. Lieutenant Colonel Grant, it's been a long road. You've been my personal champion on how to make it look easy and make it look sexy. If you've had an opportunity, there's something from the staff NCOs of the White Knights and really staff NCOs in this hangar that gifted me. The commanding officer owns colors of that squadron that fly. And he personally took the opportunity to gift me and give me those colors. Sir, my hat's off to you. 10 feet tall always to me, sir. Thank you so much. Lieutenant Colonel Kershaw, the epitome, sir, of a Marine officer. Again, thank you for standing next to me and allowing me and your staff NCOs to make those tough decisions and trusting in us to get those planes, people, and whatever is where it needs to go. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Lieutenant Colonel McSorley, thank you, sir, for coming out here and representing my legacy, representing the future of 362, taking the Ugly Angels to a new kind of fight. no money, no people, and still making it happen, sir. You and the Sergeant Major, thank you so much. I wish only the best. I pray only the best for you. We've unknowingly high-fived each other several different occasions, climbs and places, and now here together we get to sit at the climax of my career. My hat's off to you, sir. Thank you so much. Is that Cesar and Zugbo back there? Wakanda forever, bro. Welcome to America. I love you. I've got family here from Arizona. They came out here to be with me. Family from Pennsylvania, Florida, and right across the street. To spend this time with me, and I'm so thankful that you took the time, maybe even a little bit of a pay cut to be out here, missing work on a Tuesday. But I'm so blessed and honored to have every single one of you. My neighbors are here. Can you believe this? Listen, I don't think you guys understand what Temecula's like, because if my neighbors are here, you know you made it. I can't believe this. This is wild. All right. Yeah, Alice Marisol. Thank you, ladies, for taking care of these two boys and being the sisters that they don't have. Bringing them in and teaching them what it's supposed to be like. I'm so thankful for these amazing women and their lives. Being sponsors, mentors, counselors, friends, and sisters to these amazing boys. Thank you so much. Pedro, Bacalao, Ada, thank you. This is my family away from my family. Friends that have established family-like relationships here to make us feel at home. Feed us, take care of us, take care of my family when I'm away. I love you guys. Bacalao forever. Jesse, thanks, bro. You're the man, homie. Listen, fellow lefty, same age, we got married to our wives about the same time. I'm telling you, the Marine Corps has done a phenomenal job of putting people like you in my life, and I'm so thankful that you're here. Thank you very much. One of my first squadron CO's wife is here, Karina Radich. Would you give her a round of applause, please? The Flightline White Knights know that she's my hero. Mom and dad separated when I was very young. And not one time did she ever teach me or train me to be a product of my circumstance or to despise my family, but ensured that she created continuity between both my father's family and hers to pour on love to me so that I know how to pour it on everybody else. So for Lena and Katie and Jonathan to be here, representing my mom's family, I can't even comprehend how amazing that is for them to enter into my life. I thank you both. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Brother Dean, Sister Liz, Sister Lynette, my wife's family showed up to represent my extended family. You've been brother and sisters to me with passion, with understanding, with patience, with power, with energy. And I'm so grateful that you're sitting next to me today, helping me celebrate. Thank you all. The youngest family members of my father and my mother's siblings are here also. My father's youngest sister, my Aunt Deirdre. My mother's youngest brother, my Uncle Frank. We're talking about a 17-year-old woman who had me senior year with my father. They were in high school, entering high school, and taking care of me as a brother. I really want to be honest with you, tell you both that I really don't know what it's like to have an aunt and uncle, because you've been more like a brother and sister to me. helping raising me, making sure I was fed while mom was at work, 60, 70 hours a week coming and visiting, making sure that I was okay at home by myself, and being shining examples of both families and ensuring I had a future. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Dad? No, I am. Don't tell me what to do. It's my day. Dad, I want to say thank you. Thank you for exercising patience when you didn't have to. Thank you for not turning me away as a 17-year-old senior who could have made a different decision and I wouldn't be here today. Thank you for introducing me to Christ and explaining how important it is to breathe that into my life. Being there when I was baptized as a young middle schooler, not knowing really what I was doing, but showing me the way. And moving out here 19 years ago when I first got stationed in Pendleton. I really appreciate that. We don't get to choose our fathers, but somehow it feels like you were definitely chosen for me. You and my mom took care of me, still remain friends, and I'm telling you, I'm not a statistic. And that's because of you. I love you and thank you so much. Elijah, what's up, bro? It's my youngest son. I'm telling you right now, I want to grow up to be like you. I really want you to hear this, bro. Your character, your heart, your mentality, your strength, your perseverance, your small waist. I don't let them wear, they have to wear shirts in my house because I got six packs and stuff and I don't look that good. Your quiet confidence. You're my rock, bro. Believe that. You keep me grounded. I love you so much. I don't know, I've been away. Daddy's home. And I can't wait to start our new life. I love you. J Boogie. Yeah, man. James the Fourth, I did not put that on him. My wife decided to make him the fourth. I didn't do that to you, Jay. But you know what? He came out just like me. Same look, same swag, same confidence. I want to thank you for taking care of our family when I'm gone, James. Not taking advantage of the headship and the responsibility that you've been given when I'm away, and doing it gracefully. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Hey, Mama. This is my hun bun, y'all. This is my wife of 18 plus years. She met me not even 1 year in the Marine Corps and snatched me up off the streets and said, "You coming home?" And I was like, okay. My love, my beautiful Juana. You and I have been around the world together with pain, with fear, with anxiety, with love, with joy, with peace, with grace. You're the embodiment of what a wife is. Not second in line, but completely equal, making this happen. Sacrificing and compromising your career to stay home and support me and our boys. Your benevolence, you filled this room. I didn't love. You filled this room. You've been my example day in and day out. Need bedside in prayer? Knee at our own bedsides during deployments in prayer. I love being completely transparent with you. I couldn't do that with anybody on this rock. And I'm so thankful that God gave me you to live my life with, to be my support. And I pray that I've done what I needed to do as a husband, as a friend. And I pray that God continues to give me the strength, the know-how, and the grace to represent our family well in honor of you and you alone. I love you so much, Mama. Thank you so much. There's one last person that I want to say thank you to. Traditionally, it's supposed to end with our wife. But I want to say, Father in heaven, thank you so much for your son, Jesus Christ. Thank you for an amazing career and a future. Thank you, Father, for life after death, the promise of hope, for being nailed to a cross. I thank you and I love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Aunt Deirdre, sisters Lynette and Elizabeth, mother-in-law Julia, cousins Katie and Lena, dear friend Karina, sons James IV and Elijah Taylor, in recognition of their faithful support during his career. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Please take a seat for the passing of Old Glory. The passing of Old Glory signifies the ascension of rank of Gunnery Sergeant Taylor's 20 years of faithful and honorable service. Flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch at America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Just look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is held a little higher. My colors are a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. I am loved. I am feared. For more than 200 years, I have fought in every battle of every war. Gettysburg, Shiloh. I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn and trampled on the streets of countries that I have helped to set free. It is not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is done by those whom I have served in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the surely bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over new frontiers of space. I have been the silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly half-mast to honor my sailors and Marines. And when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave, dear God. Long may I wave.
Don't worry, the hanger is completely sugar-free.
Okay, flag. Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's totally true. 100%. Or right at the top. Wow. First
Make sure you guys see the things on the side. You always catch me in the top.
Sure. You're a good recruiter.